If you knew me, maybe you would understand. We're all doing our best. Do you ever feel like everyone is judging you, for everything? It absolutely wears me out. And do you feel like you're constantly having to explain why you did this and why you didn't do that? Why are you being quiet? Why are you talking so much? It's like no one understands, ever. To the point that you want to dig a big hole and hide in it, because then maybe you won't have to face the judgment and the guilting. No one understands. And that's the truth. They don't understand. I guess I can't blame them, though. We probably confuse people. For example, I'm an introvert. It's true. Most people wouldn't meet me and guess that off the bat. But here's the thing. To avoid awkwardness and because it seems the right thing to do, I choose to be friendly. I don't always want to be. Sometimes when I walk into a room full of people that I don't know, I want to find an excuse to run straight to the bathroom and hide, to avoid discomfort. On my better days, I muster the strength to stay in the room, putting a smile on my face, and talk to people pretending to be an extrovert. Do you ever do that? Yep, you're confusing people too. But we do this because what's even more awkward than making small talk about the temperature in the room is standing alone by yourself in a corner with a blank stare that says, I don't know why I'm here, and I don't even like people. The truth is, I really do like people. A lot, in fact. I'm actually an extroverted introvert who, once you get to know me, I can become an annoying talks too much extrovert. That is in my comfort zone. My point is, I'm really good at putting that smile on and pretending to be someone I'm not, and that totally confuses people. They take me for face value, and now they have expectations of me. If all of a sudden I seem distant or even stop showing up to the party or events, they might think I'm being rude, don't like them, or maybe I'm going through some sort of midlife crisis. Am I? No, I'm perfectly normal. You just don't understand me. You don't have to explain. Not just with mood changes, because it seems like my choices are constantly under the microscope. You, friends, family, people I hardly even know, I feel the judgment. Side note, if you have known someone less than 5 minutes, if you have never had a deep heart-to-heart talk with that person, and furthermore, if you've never been in their body, life, or world for a day, you do not deserve the right to an opinion about their decisions. Truth moment, this goes from me too. But remember that about the person you think has an opinion about you. Pretty much they're clueless when it comes to your life, and thus don't have the right to an opinion about how you handle it. By the way, this does not apply if you're under the roof still of your parents. In this case, parents have every right to all the opinions. I'm just saying. Okay, I have an example for you. My sister loves to throw her kids fantastic birthday parties. I love her dearly, but we are polar opposites in many ways. She is your classic extrovert. I absolutely admire her gift of hospitality. It blows my mind. And also exhausts me, because ain't no way I could ever do all that she does when it comes to entertaining and the parties she throws for just about any occasion. But I'll be there, well, at least till 9 p.m. when I casually sneak out or make up some excuse as if I need to justify, of why I need to get going. Can't I just say small talking and smiling for hours on end to 50-plus people wears this mama out? Life isn't forgiving enough these days to be worn out tomorrow. I gotta get up and be on my game, ladies. How do you guys do it? Anyway, she called me a few months ago, a little down, after she sent out an invite for her son's birthday party. Of course, she had invited the whole neighborhood, half the kids' school, and her son's entire swim team, and their mother. But get this, she got pushback about the date she chose. Pause. Okay, I can stop right there. I could tell you why she chose the date and the time, but should it even matter? For heaven's sake, why does someone choose when to have a birthday party for their child, people? Before you start to consider your own agenda, maybe it actually has something to do with my sister trying to do the best she can for her kids and all the while keeping a sane life balance. God love her for caring enough to actually give in and alter her vacation to appease some of these people with issues. I would have been too furious to even consider. But I can't stand that we feel like others even have the right to an opinion. Friends, sometimes you just need to do you because God gave you, your family, your body, your heart, your mind, your thoughts, your unique gifts, your interests, your life. And no one, not even your husband, your mom, your best friend, your person, will ever fully understand you. And beyond that, for that very reason, even your explanation won't justify to them why you make the choices you do. So don't stress it. You don't have to. Sure, you can try to explain if you actually have the energy for it, and maybe it is good to sometimes shed some light to others, just so they can appreciate the truth in your heart. But you always have a reason why, right? You're not mean, you're not selfish, and in all reality, you know you probably made your decision to protect others who matter most to you, to protect the people who mean the most to you, as you should. Or maybe you made a choice simply based on what you need to do for you so you can be your best you, also as you should. Now, if you're a jerk, I may have some different advice, but that's not you. You wouldn't be reading this if that was you. I'm sure of it. And that's not me. If you're trying your best, and I bet you are, you don't owe anyone an explanation, even God. He knows your heart. He knows your why. And in fact, He has a lot to do with it. Sure, I think it's important to try to be better and to ask God to show us where we are wrong and to give us strength and direction to do what is right. But I know you're trying, and you mean well. Just remember you fall short. We all fall short. So for that very reason, just remember to give grace to others like you want to receive it from them. Give grace to others. I missed 3 ball games last weekend. Did you notice? Yeah, you, mom of 2 kids sitting on the bench, noticing the man left alone with his 5 children, wondering, where in the world is his selfish wife? In case you didn't catch it, I'm the selfish wife. Have you ever been that mom sitting, judging, and assessing this situation? If I'm being honest, I probably have. But what do I know? What does she know? I bet she doesn't know that the only way this mom of 5 can hold on when the days are long is by having a super strong faith. And that it is vitally important for her family that she spends the weekend at her church's women's conference to receive the fuel she needs to take her best care of her people. It was awesome, by the way. So was the couch time I had when I got home, explaining to my kids why. Not that I owe it, but this is the case I was referring to, where sharing your why and letting someone peek into your heart can maybe be a positive influence. This was one of those moments, but I didn't need to justify why I missed the games to anyone else. Fortunately, the closer I get to 40, the less I am concerned with the little cares and judgments of others. I hope that's you. If there's one thing I would go back and tell my 30-year-old self, it would be, stop worrying so much about what others think. You're a fine lady, do your thing. Oh, the stress and energy wasted. Now when I make a decision or present a mood to the world that I sense someone may struggle with, I just remind myself, give others the grace I want to receive. And sometimes more important than that, give yourself grace. Truth is, only God really knows why you do what you do and why you are who you are. Ever been totally confused why you feel a certain way? How crazy is that? You expect that sometimes your husband may not get it, but then sometimes you don't even get it yourself. But guess what? God does. That person He made you was with amazing intention. So give yourself some grace, friend. Sometimes I'm mad and I don't want to be. Sometimes I'm scared and I don't want to be. You may get frustrated with your moods and you can't shake them. You may even get frustrated with decisions just as much as someone else does with you. But remember, God made you as His masterpiece. There is purpose in your struggle and purpose in who He made you. He knows we are all imperfect, but has a plan to use all parts of us together for His good. So just as you will extend the grace to others you want to receive, you should also give yourself that same grace. God gives us all grace, to me and to you. So yes, it's true. If they knew you, they might understand. But they don't, and that's okay. You don't owe anyone an explanation. Have peace and know that only God's opinion matters, and He made you that way on purpose. Remember to give others grace, and while you're at it, give yourself some grace too. After all, you're pretty awesome, my friend. Friends, thank you for taking the time to listen. If you feel so inspired, I would be honored if you would share this message with a friend. Also, you can go to notetokeri.com, NOTETOKERI.com, and subscribe to receive my weekly blog entries. I will be posting the audio as well as the written version. Thank you so much for your support.